Alright, this is Botanica Run 3 for my 10K an hour guide. This video isn't going to be the actual walkthrough type video that I have for this place. That will be in the startup. That'll be in the startup guide. This video is more or less just to demonstrate to you how long it'll take and how much loot you will get per run when running Botanica. Now, I've mentioned in the other two videos where you'll want to pull to. I've mentioned pretty much everything. So really, if you don't want to listen to this video, you can just mute it. I doubt I'm going to think of something intelligent to say in this video that I forgot to say in the previous two. It's a text message, oh boy. I'm sorry, I'm just making noise because I won't be able to say anything while I'm reading the text. Now, if you haven't watched the previous videos, I'll just repeat what I said in them. Destroy the bottled nethergon energies and vapors that you get. They're crappy healing potions. They don't sell in the auction house. Nobody wants them. Nobody cares about them. Brain fart. Oh yeah, I mentioned that I wasn't going to include the totals of vendor trash in my totals for this guide for my website because I was too lazy to add up vendor trash. So your totals are going to be a little bit higher at all times than my totals would be. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, this run I'm going to be skipping that Laj boss because I want to demonstrate to you how much faster the run will go when you skip him, since you've seen how much, he drops like a single item worth pretty much 5 gold. So logically speaking, sometimes if you're just here for materials to put on the auction house, logically speaking, it would be smart to skip him from time to time. Now, let's see, there's pretty much nothing else for me to say. One thing I would like to add, though, which is semi-important, what I'm mousing over in my inventory now, Sun Fury Signets. I vendor them because I have not found them to sell very well in the auction house at all. But depending on what server you're on, if somebody's leveling Scryer's reputation, they might sell in the auction house. So it's something to keep in mind that you might want to, give a little bit of trial and error. Put them on the auction house a few times, see if they sell. If they don't, stop putting them on the auction house because the deposit for them is a little bit higher than what you would want it to be. So if you keep putting them up on the auction house and they keep not selling, all you're doing is wasting money putting them up. So it's something to keep in mind and definitely something you don't want to do. As I've mentioned in the previous videos, you don't want to disenchant the blue items that you get because they disenchant into large prismatic shards, which nobody cares about, nobody wants, and they sell in the auction house for roughly 1 gold. I mean, you'll occasionally see them sell for more than 1 gold, but it's rare and it's not worth it. It doesn't add up. It's not good, I should say. I can't think of any more ways to put that. They vendor for more. There you go. There's all you need to hear and all you need to know. As I've mentioned before, herbalism will greatly improve your income while running this instance. So if you can run this instance as an herbalist, that's the only trade skill that matters while running this instance. I highly recommend you do so because you'll be able to herb all these things around here and you'll be able to increase your profits by a good margin. Also, another thing that this is kind of more of an OCD thing. If you have a character that isn't maxed Shatar reputation, you can run the instance with him instead, just because I like doing more than one thing at once. Like, if I can get reputation from running something and also make a ton of gold by running it, oh boy, I'm all in. But, if you want to just, if all you care about is making gold, then feel free to just run it on whatever character runs it the fastest. One character that I would say would not run it the fastest is a hunter. I don't like running old instances on my hunter because hunters, primarily have to stay at range. So it's just iwi kaka running them on a hunter. any class that has good AoE, I mean, a mage would probably be able to breeze right through this crap like no tomorrow. So a mage would be a good choice. My Death Knight's a good choice because I can take massive amounts of hits, and also I have amazing AoE. I mean, what isn't a Death Knight amazing at? These mobs also don't silence, so if you have to cast, you know, you don't really have to worry about having to cast fast or, you know, continuously being silenced and having that as a, you know, detrimental effect to your instance running. So, keep that in mind, blah, 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 vendor everything that you get that you're not going to disenchant. Pretty much the only things you're going to be disenchanting are greens. Green weapons and green items. Because Greater Planar Essences sell for 23 gold each, at least that's what I've come to find out, and Arcane Dust I can sell for 69 gold a stack. Now, Arcane Dust, in order to sell it for that high of a price, you have to kind of hold on to it for a while, and you got to kind of hover around and wait. But when somebody does start leveling through enchanting, they'll buy out the whole entire Arcane Dust, you know, thing on the auction house. Like, chances are you'll accumulate 20 stacks during the course of a week, and then someday during that week, somebody will buy pretty much 10 to 15, maybe even all 20 on the auction house while he's leveling his enchanting. So that's something to keep in mind. I would say enchant scrolls with level 70 enchants, but you're just going to be wasting your materials because nobody wants level 70 enchants unless, you know, your server is like renowned for a popular level 70 twink guild. Then it might be smart to do, but I don't know any servers like that. I mean, my server, Arthas, we have a twink guild on the server, a level 70 twink guild, but they're not very popular, and they kind of get made fun of because, well, you know, the community of WoW, we're just, you know, the friendliest bunch of people there are around. Now, as I mentioned before, you'll want to be kind of cautious with this little, with this area right here, because these mobs have a 125% damage buff when they're all glowy like they are now. So, you want to keep an eye out on that. And also, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, as I mentioned in the previous videos, you got to kill this boss fast. Because, if not, he'll sacrifice you, and then you have to wait like 10 seconds for the sacrifice to break. I'm trying to think of what else. That's pretty much it. In the next room coming up, I'll re-explain the little blood thingies that the flesh fiends leave on the ground that you shouldn't be standing at. So, a bunch of things to keep in mind. You'll notice as you go up in like expansions, the instances get a little more technical. So there's always a few things to keep in mind. Actually, I'm kind of short on getting greens this run. I haven't gotten many greens. Actually, only 2 from what I see, which is a little abnormal. But you know, it's nice to get to not have a good run, to get a nice, solid, accurate average for my website, so people don't say that I only, you know, averaged in good runs. It's you know, it works out a lot better. Now I'm actually not going to kite these mobs, and I'm going to stand still to show you what the blood does. It's still not doing that much, but if you watch my health, it's going down. It went down when they first started casting it a little bit faster than it, you know, normally would be. So I guess it actually isn't that important if you kite them around, but I do it anyway. Taking less damage, you know. Your gear's going to be damaged less, all that fun stuff. Also, if your gear's damaged less, then you have to, you know, pay less gold to repair it, which, hey, our goal is to make gold, not spend gold, so that should be pretty obvious on why that's beneficial. Once again, I'm skipping this very next boss because there's no reason to kill him if you're just here for solid materials to sell in the auction house. You know, if you want a little if you want a few bonuses like vendor trash, then kill him, burn him down, lay waste to him. But if you're just here for stuff to sell in the auction house, skip him. It'll speed up your run a little bit. Like, you'll notice this run will be a little bit faster than my previous runs. So it's something to keep in mind, and something you want to, you know, listen to. If you're only here for, say, Netherweave and disenchanting material, skip that boss, because all killing him is going to do is waste like 30 to 45 seconds every time, because he only drops like 5 gold worth of blue that's worth like 5 gold that you can vendor. So skip him. And also I'm not like for the previous 2 videos when I did kill him, I didn't factor in his blue into the total of the instance. So that's like 30 to 45 seconds that I spent killing him that I didn't even factor into the instances total. So, and that's something else to keep in mind. Now let's see. As I've mentioned before, kill all these things. Make sure you loot them up. You don't have to do that, but I like doing it because a lot of the stuff they do drop is it vendors for quite a bit. Thorny Vines and Lasher Blossoms. Plus they also have a chance to drop gray items such as weapons, armor that you can vendor, and they also have a chance to drop greens. So it's kind of just a kill them if you want to kill them, don't kill them if you don't feel like killing them, and looting them all. So it's more of, this is another one of the little optional areas. If you skip these, your time will be sped up, you know, dramatically. But you also have a lesser total of vendor trash towards the end, which from running this a single time, you'll notice you get about maybe 50 to 70 gold, even sometimes 100 gold worth of vendor trash. So it's always something to keep in mind, and you know, something that's beneficial. Now, I only got 2 greens this whole entire run, which is rather unusual, but like I said, I like low totals sometimes. It makes things a lot more accurate. But that's about all there is to running Botanica. The next 2 videos, I'm not even going to bother narrating.